The polling in the state of Texas is now within the margin of error in the race between Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump is panicking. He's also behaving like a complete maniac this morning. He's sending email after email to his supporters, and the emails are saying emergency message from Donald Trump. Donald Trump is also sending out an invitation for something that he's calling the January 6th Awards Gala. You see the invite right here that he's sending out. You are invited to the J6th Awards Gala. And so Trump's hosting this awards gala at Bedminster on September 5th with Rudy Giuliani. And according to the invitation, the January 6th awards being hosted by Donald Trump will pay tribute to all J6 defendants who have shown incredible courage and incredible sacrifice. I don't know, maybe that's why you're struggling in the polling, even in the state of Texas. Now, as a DeSantis supporter account even commented, just take a look at the Texas general election results. In 2012, Mitt Romney won by 15.8 points. In 2016, though, Trump only won by 9 points. In 2020, Donald Trump won by 5.6 points. And this poll just came out today showing Trump only beating Harris by about 4, and Ted Cruz only up by 2 in the Senate race. Greg Abbott won the gubernatorial race by 11. Again, this is a Republican writing this, saying Trump is a cancer in the Republican Party and is causing us to lose once reliable red states like Georgia and Arizona, and barely winning states that normal Republicans win by double digits. Take a look at the emails that Donald Trump is sending out as well. He sends this one: "Are you still awake after that?" And this was after last night's DNC proceedings. "Nancy Pelosi, Bill Clinton, and Tim Walz spoke. Their vision for America is scary. It's really bad. It'll be the end of this country. Economy crash, jobs eliminated, illegals invading, crime skyrocketing. Now Kamala and her minions have $500 million to spend against Trump." Then the next email that he sent at 6:41 a.m. in the morning, I subscribe to his listserv so you don't have to. The subject is $500 million. And when you open it says, "Emergency alert from Trump, Ben, $500 million. That's the size of Comrade Kamala's war chest. She's expecting millions more dirty liberal dollars to pour in today. Today might be her best fundraising day ever. Here's my rally cry before her DNC speech." Let's be clear, Donald Trump is intentionally stoking violence. Now, as Donald Trump's panicking in the morning, what does he do? Per usual, he calls his propaganda network Fox. And the Fox host couldn't even get a word in as Donald Trump ranted and raved. And I'll just show you a small portion of what Donald Trump was saying. Here, play this clip.
To see.
You're talking about
then
so
I
many.
have to listen to, excuse me, but then I have to listen to a lightweight like this get up and absolutely lie. But they all lied. And they mentioned my name. I read where, and frankly, I watched where you said, your group said, you said specifically, I think they mentioned me 297 times. They mentioned the border once. They mentioned crime twice. They don't mention the economy because the economy is horrible. They defrauded the people of our country with the job numbers. You saw that. 818,000 fake jobs they put on the rolls. They thought they could keep it. They thought they were going to keep those numbers until right after the election when they could announce a revision, but they weren't able to do that because they had a leaker and somebody leaked the numbers. They were fraudulent job numbers, just like they have fraudulent crime numbers. The FBI didn't include New York, Chicago, and Oakland, and a couple of other places that aren't doing so well in crime. If they would have included those numbers, they're the worst crime numbers we've ever had.
Yeah, the Fox host couldn't even get a word in there. And also, it's notable, too, what Donald Trump was saying over here. And as we said on the Midas Touch network, is Donald Trump here praising Vice President Harris and Governor Walz? Here, play this clip.
Most importantly, they've made our country very safe. And internationally, they've made it even more safe. As bad as when you see Chicago and the cities, as bad as they are, much worse internationally. We're going to end up in World War III because she's incompetent. Biden sent her. Russia would have never happened with Ukraine if I were president. Israel, the attack on Israel would have never happened. Iran had no money. They had no money to give to Hamas or Hezbollah. But let me tell you, and a little known fact, and the press doesn't want to talk about, Biden sent, I call her Comrade Kamala,
By the way, all of the right-wing MAGA influencers this morning are attacking Governor Walz's son, Gus, because Gus Walz was crying and he was so proud of his father during the speech that was given. Here are all the Trump influencers. Here's what they're saying. Bill Mitchell goes, "What the hell is wrong with the Walz kid? I can understand being proud of your dad, but is he having a nervous breakdown? Also, couldn't help but notice he wasn't aborted." Ann Coulter goes, "Talk about weird." Sean Collins goes, "Tim Walz is 60. His son is 17. This means he had him at the age of 43. That's spoiled semen. So yeah, did you drink 47-year-old dairy milk?" Another big Trump supporter, Eric Spracklin, a big MAGA influencer, says, "Can someone get Tim Walz's son a tampon?" And then quotes another Trump influencer, Nick DiPaolo, "His son is crying like a bitch. I'm dying. Ha ha ha." Emojis. This is who MAGA is, by the way. And here's another Republican account right here that's looking at this, but not a MAGA account. And here she says, "So Walz's son has special needs, and he is currently the target of hate by MAGA, by the right wing. Tell me again why they deserve anything but loss, and explain it in crayon so maybe that they understand." That's the behavior right there of the MAGA Republicans. Donald Trump then also posting the following on his social media platform. He goes, "At the Democrat convention, they said we've got 70 days to act right. After 70 days, we can go back to acting crazy. What they mean is that," by the way, that's not even the quote. "What they mean is that they want to get elected and then destroy our country with radical left Marxist socialist policies. We can't let this happen, and if it does, we won't have a country any longer. The USA will be reduced to ashes. MAGA 2024. You see, all he has is fear. That's all he has. Then Donald Trump goes, "For too long, the average American has been squeezed by the big banks and financial elites. It's time we take a stand. Together." By the way, someone else obviously wrote that post for him. But Donald Trump, you're the financial elite who scams we the people who've stolen from us your entire life with grift after grift as you bankrupt each of the companies that you touch. And then, of course, Donald Trump made that post last night where he attacked Governor Josh Shapiro of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and called him the highly overrated Jewish governor. That's how he referred to him as right there. I just want to show you this moment right here, though. I want to juxtapose this here for you if we can. So here is an interview from Donald Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, talking about how he thinks that this is such a dark, the Democratic convention, so dark and ominous. Here, play this clip.
I thought it was actually a very dark and ominous tone where they attacked Donald Trump and they attacked the people who voted for him rather than offer a compelling vision for the future. So it fell flat to my ears. Of course, the American people will make the ultimate decision.
Okay, now let me just show for you the type of videos that were being played and the presentation from last night's DNC. Here, play this clip.
He's fought for background checks and red flag laws. But of all the things he's done, Tim loves being a dad. We struggled to have kids, and fertility treatments made it possible. There's a reason our daughter is named Hope. Hope and Gus mean the world to us.
Governor Walz making good on a promise to his son and family yesterday by getting them a puppy.
Then we're going to go get some food, corn dog.
I'm vegetarian.
Turkey then. And
Turkey's meat.
Not in Minnesota, turkey special.
He's as at home on a farm, a fishing boat, a football field, or a factory floor as he is on the floor of Congress. Tim's commitment to service all comes back to the values we grew up with. Love your country, help your neighbor, and fight for what's right. Because that's what America is all about.
Two middle-class kids. One, a daughter of Oakland, California. The other, a son of the Nebraska Plains, only in America. Is it possible for them together to make it all the way to the White House?
Here's a notable fact as well that Carl Quintanilla pointed out. He goes, "Nowhere is the race for the Oval Office more transformed than in North Carolina, where economic improvement right now is 50% greater than it was under Donald Trump. And folks, those numbers don't lie. The stats don't lie. Let me just show you this right here. Here is Governor Shapiro responding to Donald Trump's obsession with him moments ago. Play this clip.
Also said that you had not done anything for Israel, and yet he had. What's your response?
I mean, first off, I think it's clear over the last few weeks, Donald Trump is obsessed with me and obsessed with continuing to spew hate and division in our politics. He's someone who's routinely peddled anti-Semitic tropes like this. And look, remember, he's the guy who wanted Doug Mastriano to have this job. He's the guy who has been repeatedly rejected by the voters of Pennsylvania. He himself lost in 2020. All of his hand-picked candidates have lost. And I think he's heading for another loss, this time to Kamala Harris. I think you all heard me talk last night at the DNC, the exact polar opposite of what Donald Trump is talking about. I'm talking about real freedom, bringing people together, accepting folks no matter what they look like, where they come from, who they love, who they pray to, and saying this is a place for you. That's diametrically opposed to everything Donald Trump believes. And it's clear that he is going to continue to be the hateful, divisive person that he's always been in this campaign. And I think given his track record, it's clear he's setting himself up for another defeat.
Well, there you have it, folks. We will keep you posted as we learn more. But just think about it. Donald Trump sending an invite for a J6 Awards ceremony tells you everything you need to know. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. Thanks for watching.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.